This topic was suggested by YouTube viewer Sun Goku on the video 5 Best Ships to Own If You Are a Smuggler. Be sure to check that video out. Now, the ships from this list are taken from both current canon as well as Legends continuity. Each pick is intended to serve the Jedi in a specific role, these being Starfighter, Transport, Incognito Transport, Warship, and Flagship. A brief description of the role the ship is intended to perform will precede my pick. Feel free to give your own suggestions about what you think the best ship for a Jedi to fly is. For a starfighter, a Jedi is typically looking at a vessel that allows them to utilize their force powers to dodge and aggressively maneuver in combat situations. As a result, Jedi will typically fly very lightly built and small craft, eschewing heavy armor, life support, and armament in their craft of choice. With this in mind, were I a Jedi, my starfighter of choice would likely be a toss-up between a Delta 7 Aether Sprite, specifically the B model with a centrally mounted astromech droid socket, and the Eta 2 Actis Interceptor. Probably the Delta 7B though, because I prefer the look of that ship over the latter. Once more information comes out about the ships used by the Order during the High Republic era, I may change my mind on this choice, but at the moment those are the two ships I think best suit a Jedi's specific skill set when it comes to flying in combat. Both ships are very agile and capable of hyperspace jumping with the use of a hyperspace ring. The Eta 2 has a few more guns, but the Delta 7 was used almost exclusively by the Order, while the Eta 2 did see some widespread use by Republic forces during the time of the Clone Wars. For a transport, a Jedi is looking at a ship that makes a statement, saying that they are here on behalf of peace and mean business. A transport can be of any size, and does not need to be armed because they are typically not expecting danger. For this role, I would pick the T-6 class shuttle, a craft used by the Jedi Order prior to and during the Clone Wars. The craft has an iconic crescent-shaped design, which makes it instantly recognizable by all those that see it, announcing even before you say a word that the Jedi Order is here and commanding respect. The ship likely has a robust shield and living space sufficient for a Jedi Knight and their Padawan to live aboard comfortably until they arrive at their destination, meaning that if you do get into trouble, you can survive the encounter with some fancy flying, while before you reach your assignment, you will not become stir-crazy and can stretch your legs. Sometimes it is necessary for a Jedi not to draw attention to themselves to accomplish their mission, either because some may not want a Jedi interfering in what they see as their affairs, or because they do not wish to draw attention to themselves during the course of their mission. Whatever the reason, the normally obvious Jedi fighters and shuttles will not cut it. What a Jedi may be wanting in this situation is a very normal-looking ship, something that your average person will not look twice at, or draw undue attention to itself. In short, a ship that will blend in perfectly to any spaceport in the galaxy. After some consideration, I have decided that were I a Jedi Knight, the ship I would choose to fly, if I wished to not be obvious, would be some form of light freighter, probably of the YT series, either a YT 1200 or a 1300, a ship that was built in huge numbers and, while past their prime, are still common sights in the galaxy. However, the vessel is not unduly slow, and can accept any modifications you may want to help you in your mission, such as additional shields, armor, more guns, superior sensors, or even the ability to carry a small starfighter internally. Although the Jedi Order is primarily aimed at peacekeeping on a number of occasions during its existence, it has become necessary for Jedi to assume the mantle of warrior, leading military forces against the enemies of the Republic, both on land and space. To do these missions, rare though they are, a Jedi will require a warship, something with enough guns to get them taken seriously, and versatile enough that they can fight any number of forces that they may come across. Again, once we have more information on the ships used by the Order during the High Republic, I may change my mind on this choice. However, until we have such information, I am going to pick the Arquitens-class cruiser, a vessel extensively used by the Republic during the Clone Wars, and later also by the Galactic Empire. The ship is small, light, and fast, with enough weaponry to make it a threat against most pirate forces you would encounter during much of the time before and during the Clone Wars, my choice being based on the assumption that I am a knight before that conflict. The parameters I am using when deciding upon a flagship are very similar to those I used when making my choice for warship, with the only major change being that I am now assuming I am a knight during a time of total galactic war, and am leading the fight, rather than fighting a pirate fleet or corporate armada. As a Jedi, I want my flagship to be large, powerful, and versatile, capable of fighting in a variety of different situations and fitting well into a battle fleet of similarly sized and smaller escort ships. Obviously, I am going to choose the Venator-class Star Destroyer for this. The class was used throughout the Clone Wars and proved itself to be a very versatile and capable design. Even if the carrier-focused doctrine which created it was proved largely bonk during the course of its career, I was tempted to select the Victory or Imperial-class Star Destroyers, but talked myself out of it eventually because of those ships' brief use during the end of the Clone Wars, and their association with the later Galactic Empire. And those are my picks. Let me know what you think of them, and feel free to share the ships you would choose to fly if you were a Jedi. Or even suggest a topic for a future video, and, as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.